What's up, Marvel fans? This is Sound Series, and in today's video, I'll be discussing about Thor Ragnarok, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Ant-Man and the Wasp, they are pretty big news I've got to discuss about. Well, S.H.I.E.L.D. it might not be that big news, but I will get into that when I get to that bit. But first off, let's start with the Thor Ragnarok then. So, this ain't really to tell us, there's any news about like, what if there any more, information about the story or all that. What it is here, you just got our first look at the cover for the artwork book, as they always show up, they always put out, so you can have a look at the concept art on all that stuff. They don't tend to use in the film. But what is interesting there is we can see our first look, not in figure form, but of Meat. I'm sure I'm saying his name right now. Meat, if you can't recall, is the friend of Hawks in the Planet Hawk storyline, who's like an insect creature. But I've noticed from the figure look and now from here, he's completely different from the version I saw, the animated film version. He's completely more different. He's more like a half, alien, and some part of him is like robot parts, as I looked at the figure. I think it's the same from this picture as well. With it, you got Quark, the Rock guy, the one we saw in Thor 2. Not him really, but one of his people. But the same person who was in the Planet Hawk film, he'll be there. And in the background, you got Surtur, and you can see his face and his evil eyes. And the rest is just the characters we have seen before anyway. But with it, you do get to see the Executioner with the two guns again. You get to see that. And the wolf behind him. So, it looks pretty good as a cover for the book. I can't wait to see the concept arts of the stuff they thought of to put in the film. Well, that didn't make it. But I am looking forward to see those kind of things. I always enjoy those. Now, moving on to S.H.I.E.L.D. So, we've got our first glimpse of a poster for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5. And it's not really big or much to discuss about. So what we've got on here is, we got their logo, and it's inside of a ship out of space. Because, if you can't recall, in the last season we saw, well, I'd say everyone is there. We saw Coulson, and he's trapped in some kind of spaceship, and we said that the others had to be as well. Because if you remember, they got captured by these, well, whoever they were, like these people in the black suits. Well, armor suits as well, so we say everyone's there with Coulson. But they has been going around saying that it could be Sword, they could be making their appearance, and I am hoping it is Sword, because I have seen them in animated form, and I thought, it would be cool to see them in the live action universe, so it would be amazing if we get to have Sword in it. But on the poster, as I said, you've got the logo, and you got some pipelines over the logo a little bit, so okay, so one thing is, I don't know if this will actually be in the show, but they have a S.H.I.E.L.D. logo. Now, who knows, maybe they are, if it is Sword, but Sword is part of a S.H.I.E.L.D. It's just like it's a group that is part of S.H.I.E.L.D., as I said. I've discussed about these before, but I'll remind you. They're actually with S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're like another organisation part of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're like, as I said, they're like a sister to the group, something like that. I'm trying to recall how I mentioned this to you guys before, but yeah, that's what they are in a way. But with it, it says here that it's coming back on Fridays this winter. So we have heard that if the Inhumans, doesn't have a delay on one episode, or they just go on through every week without a 1 week break. Well, we know there's 8 episodes, but I'm just saying, then S.H.I.E.L.D. would start. But it looks like it is going to happen. It looks like from there, because it says Friday this winter. Well, Fridays. That sounds like it is coming on this year. So that's pretty cool with it. I am looking forward to seeing it again. Because I'm said to myself this time, are they going to... Because, as I said, the hint of them in space. I said to myself, are we going to see them on Earth still, like, for some of the time? Or are we going to see them for once taking their battles in space and not see them land on Earth? There might be moments when they land on Earth for a little bit and then they go back, but I don't know. I'm not pretty sure how they're playing the season, but I'll just have to wait and see if they release a trailer soon, because I'm hoping they do soon, because then I can do a reaction to that and see what they're telling us for the show. But we'll just have to wait to see for that. So, but last but not least, the Ant-Man and the Wasp. And, oh, this is a good one today. We have finally got our first glimpse as Ghost. At Ghost. Yes, you heard me there. Ghost has been revealed on a photo part of us in a set. And, whoa, she looks good. And also, Ghost is going to have a costume in the film. And, I think it was obvious she was going to have a costume as the evil counterpart. But at least now we can have a glimpse of what the costume looks like. Well, okay, it's really not that good. It's not that good to see the costume. I mean, it's a good picture. It's just because the whoever took it was a bit far away. You can't really make out much. Well, you can't make out a lot like the costume, but you can make out some of the stuff. But also there you got the Wasp there, and looks like Wasp and Ghost will have a fight. So that would be pretty cool. I don't know if Ant-Man's going to be there at that scene, but I'd say he will, because, come on, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, so... But it could be a scene with just her on her own facing Ghost, but I don't know. But let's talk about the costume a bit. So, the one thing I've noticed they've got white is Ghost's costume is still white, and a bit of a light silver kind of colour, so they've kept that the same. To me, when I look at that look of it, it reminds me of the one anime show, the Iron Man Armored Avengers, or whatever how they call that show. And Ghost had a similar body look like that. But I don't say it's full 100% looks like that. It might be like, oh, they took it from that, but there's some bits they've added on or they've removed from that bit. But it looks like that a bit. But you can see as well that she ain't got a mask on, but I've got a funny feeling that she will have a mask on. I mean, because I'm sure that because I've heard of the abilities that the suit has, I'm sure she has to wear a mask when she does it, but who knows, they could be taking it different. Maybe in this version, she doesn't wear a mask, but you can't see something behind the neck bit. It's like a part of the suit. I'd say it's like the mask bit, but as I said, it's hard to make out really. But I'll tell you, it does look pretty cool. Now, with the Wasp bit, you only can see her behind of the costume, but it looks pretty cool behind. I love the part of the back is showing you where the wings come out from, so that looks pretty cool. Now, where this is taking place, I'm not pretty sure how far or where this is taking place in the film, but if I had to guess, hopefully this is like somewhere in the middle, because of what I'm thinking now, I hope that Ghost is in that costume a lot in the film, you know? Because I always thought that sometimes. I always say to myself that you don't really see the villains in their costumes a lot in the films. Oh, except for like Walden, because that was his costume. Like Ultron, well, he doesn't have a costume because he's a Wildbot. And there's been some of the characters that they've kept their clothes on all the whole film. Well, I mean, okay, like Mannequin as well, but he's an alien, so I can understand that. But you know what I mean. You know the ones I'm on about who don't wear the suits like in the whole film. But also with it, I thought I'll bring this up anyway. I've tried to recall if I did bring it up, but I'll just bring it again anyway. If you're not sure of who Ghost is really, well, Ghost is an enemy to Iron Man in the comics, and well, yeah, he's a he. I just thought to bring up because in the comics the character's a he. It's not a she. And the thing is as well, you don't have his real name, so we don't know who he is really. But only the background he's been given in the comics was he used to be an IT worker. It sounded like he was part of Tony's company, but then something happened and Tony fired him because I think he was trying to steal some of his ideas or steal his tech, whatever it was. And then Ghost thought to get revenge on Tony. So he created a suit so he could go through wars, make himself invisible, and also he has the ability part of the suit that he can use. And what it is, he can control machines, so he can use them to his own will. So that looks pretty cool. And I have seen him lately now. If you ever watched the new Spider-Man show, he was in that lately, and for the looks of him, he looked pretty cool. And I loved what they did in that character in that episode, so I thought, I hope they do that for this character. Now, I know in the film that he's a she, but as I said, I've gave my thoughts before. I'm still thinking of, one, are they changing the character's gender and making her into a female? Or two, I keep saying to myself, it could be that maybe she ain't the ghost, the one from the comics, but she could be like the daughter of the ghost. But they haven't really gave that out. But I don't know. Whatever way it goes, I'm not bothered, because as long as the character's got a good part in the film, I'm down with it. But, well, I can't say that yet until we get a trailer and see. Well, hopefully they show her off in the trailer. Then I'll go like, ooh, I'm going to be really seeing her interested in the film. But I don't know, we just have to wait and see till we get more about her. Who knows? Maybe they might release a better picture and we can get a full-on look at the costume. And if they do, I'll do a video on that. So, yeah, that's the news I've got today on this one. So, excuse me. If you do want to see these images, I will put them down to my Facebook Marvel page down in the description below so you can have a look at them. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of the ghost costume then? What you can make out of it? Do you think it looks good? Do you like it? Do you think they should have made it more comic booky? Or you're not bothered? And also, give your other thoughts on the other ones. The Thor Ragnarok and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. poster. Give your thoughts down below on those. And let's discuss about Ghost really. Let's have a discussion about her. Like, theories like, is she like, are they changing the male to a female version? Or is she going to be the daughter of the male character? But let's have a discussion about that. Also, give this a thumbs up if you've liked this video. Share this out to your friends so I can get more viewers and subscribers to this channel. And if you're new to this channel, this is what I really do. I do Marvel and Transformers Cinematic Universe news. I just do trailers, clips, TV spots, and also I do spoiler reviews when the films come out. I don't do for the TV ones really, or the Netflix ones. I don't tend to do those for spoilers. Trailers and clips. I always say that I always tend to do the trailers, but film ones I will. But when it comes to the TV ones, if there's like a trailer of whatever the Marvel Transformers one comes out before, like if it's a week away or something, I wouldn't watch that because that might have spoilers. Clips I will, but it depends on the same situation. TV spots, just like again what I've said, when it comes to nearly close to the film or to the films, I avoid those, but I do the ones like when they're far away from the film release date. And spoilers, as obvious, I do those when they come out. And last but not least, if you want to see my last Marvel video, you can click here. My channel, click here. Make sure you click the bell on there so you can be notified when my new videos are up. And here you can see my latest Transformers video, me Bumblebee one. So you will enjoy that one. And that's it really, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Peace.